We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with Sonja Kelly with Benchmark Realty. And Sonja, I'm so glad that you joined us here today because I think it's really important to give our viewers kind of a state of the union of what's going on with the real estate market, because all they hear is negative stuff, and it's not negative. It's still a good time to buy. You just have to plan and work with a professional like yourself.
That's exactly right. I tell you what, Nashville is the place to be, and we've known it, but now everybody else is finding out from all over the country. We've got folks moving here for lots of good reasons. No state income tax. We have a very family-friendly, business-friendly community, and so folks want to be here. We also have great seasons, so 4 very moderate but very distinct seasons. And so people from all over the country are coming here, and we're glad for that, but it really makes the real estate market a little bit challenging. But never fear, this is the time, whether you are buying or selling, that you need a professional realtor. For most people, this is your largest investment, and you want to make sure that you are getting the most for your hard-earned investment. So a professional realtor is absolutely what you need.
Yes, and I'm a big proponent of always using a realtor to buy or sell a house. I always say if you're going to go to a doctor, you don't go to a mechanic, right?
Exactly.
So you go to the profession that's experts in the field. And one of the reasons why is if people have not bought a home in 20 years, they think that they're going to be able to get the seller to pay their closing cost, or they think that they're going to be able to really negotiate and get a house under value, and that's not the case right now.
Right, it is not. Your realtor would be able to help you position. A great realtor will be able to help you get that deal. It's very competitive, so we have people coming in with lots of cash, but you can definitely win deals with someone who knows how to negotiate well. And where you may not be able to negotiate on price, you are able to negotiate on some other things. So a realtor would be able to help you do that.
Well, it's just important for people to know the market. Yeah. And the only way to know the market is to work with someone that's working in it. So I want people to still be excited about purchasing a home or selling a home, because no matter where you are in that cycle of home ownership, you can still get what you want if you plan and you have a professional team by your side like yourself.
That's exactly right. I think in an environment like this, you need to go in knowing that what you're interested in, you may have to make several offers before you get an accepted contract, but it will happen, and without exception, you end up with the right house. It just works out that way. I'm not sure exactly how, but it does.
Well, and when you say about everything working out, you are going to pay a little bit more for a home right now, but interest rates are low. And if you're selling your house, you're getting more for it.
Exactly. So you may be paying a little more, but you're going to sell yours for more as well. Speaking of, a lot of times I'm seeing right now a lot of folks going renegade and not using a realtor when they're selling, because it is such a seller's market. You can definitely find a buyer. It is not wise to sell your home without a realtor. You really need someone representing you, even if it's a neighbor or a good friend.
Well, and that's a really good point, because I've talked to some people over the years and they really don't understand what a realtor does. And I would love for you to explain exactly what your role is in the process and all the things that you do, because people think that you just open the door and let people in, and that is not the case.
It is not the case.
It is not the case. So
that's the easy part. That's the easy part. This is a major financial asset, and so we deal with a lot of financial documents, a lot of legal documents. We negotiate. A great realtor will be able to negotiate and communicate and represent that buyer or seller with excellence. That's really important, not only to be able to get a great deal on the house, but be able to get that contract. That communication and that negotiation and how clean the offer is made really comes down to the professionalism of the realtor you're working with.
Well, and at the end of the deal, if that contract is not written the way it needs to be written, you might not close.
Yep.
And then you're without a house.
Exactly. The entire process from the time you show the house all the way through to even post-close, it's important that you work with someone who can negotiate the minefields that can occur, and that realtor will be able to mitigate those if and when they happen. And there's so much work behind the scenes that the client never sees, because the realtor is making sure, a great realtor is making sure that there's no drama. We don't want drama. This is a big deal, and there's a lot of emotion involved, as well as being a major investment.
Sonja, what is the one thing that's going on in the market that you think that homeowners should never do that you're seeing?
Well, I tell you what, it's kind of like the Wild West out there. People are foregoing inspections. Don't do it. You can certainly do a pass-fail inspection, but so that you know what you're buying. What the seller wants to see is that you're not going to nickel and dime and ask them to, adjust the sink or the light switch or whatever. You're just looking for the major things. And so a pass-fail inspection would be acceptable. Foregoing inspection, don't do it.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Sonja. We really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
You've given us such valuable information.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.